What is up, Film Geeks? My name is Trevor, and welcome to my channel. Pinocchio came to Disney Plus this weekend, making it another Disney live-action remake, so it only makes sense to rank all the Disney live-action remakes and place them on their proper tiers. Join me down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Pinocchio and how your ranking compares with mine. I can probably guess your thoughts on Pinocchio. It's not looking too good for Pinocchio. But make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button. Let's hop into this tiers. Starting over the tiers, we have amazing, we have great, we have good, we have okay, we have meh, and we have bad. These movies are in no particular order. Let's start off on a very strong note, people. Cruella, going in that amazing tier. Now, obviously, this is like an adaptation of the 101 Dalmatians, but definitely a different twist where Cruella is almost an anti-hero in a way. A great supporting cast, great twists, great turns, and Emma Stone, again, she crushed it. It's fabulous, darling. Then we're heading over to Jon Favreau's The Jungle Book. I put The Jungle Book in the good tier. I've never been big on The Jungle Book remake. I was never the biggest fan of the original Jungle Book. Didn't grow up watching it all that much. So coming to this one, I didn't have that nostalgia factor going in. I still enjoy it. I think the visuals are great. Jon Favreau definitely has a touch for the visuals for the Disney live action remakes. It's definitely a good story, good villains. Overall, a good movie with a good cast, but it's just good across the board. Then we have Alice Through the Looking Glass. Gonna go in the bad tier. I've seen this movie once and I will never watch it again. Then we have Maleficent. Gonna go in the good tier. I enjoy Maleficent quite a bit. I like an anti-hero story. And while the first Maleficent is a little bit slower, I still think there's lots of, fun and that Disney magic to be had here. Angelina Jolie as Maleficent absolutely crushes it. I really like this one. I think I like the sequel a little bit better. We'll get to that one here in a second. Then we have The Lion King. I'm gonna put The Lion King in the okay tier because the visuals are absolutely stunning, but they just did something where they made them so photorealistic that they had no emotion to their face. Like Simba seeing his father die, that's one of the most emotional moments in cinematic history from the original Lion King. So for this one, the lion was just I was like, are you kidding? His dad is dead in front of him. And I just wish they did a little bit more non-photorealistic. It looks beautiful, but definitely the Jungle Book route where you can have expressions to these animals' faces. I think it would have worked a lot better. It's in the okay tier. Then we have Pete's Dragon. Gonna go in the good tier as well. Pete's Dragon is visually stunning, and I get chills whenever this dragon is flying around. I don't watch this one all that often. I've only seen it one time. Definitely need to go back and rewatch it. I love the visuals. I love the story. It's inspiring. Just watch the trailer. You're gonna get inspired. That's what the movie does for me as well. Then we have the reason we're doing this tier list in Pinocchio. Pinocchio's gonna go in the meh tier. I'm not gonna put it in the bad tier because I actually enjoyed it more than Alice Through the Looking Glass. This is definitely a slower and more boring Disney live action remake. Now, I didn't grow up watching the original Pinocchio, so coming to this one, I was excited because I thought it was actually gonna have that Disney magic. I really enjoyed the trailers. Tom Hanks as Geppetto. The visuals weren't all that great. The beginning with Jiminy Cricket, kind of talking to himself throughout the film, I really didn't buy into that, and overall, it was a little bit too slow for me. It's meh. It's not bad. It's not the worst on this list, but it's meh. Then we have Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Gonna go in the good tier as well. I enjoyed this one as well. I think I enjoyed this one more. Crazy big, action battle at the end. Where that came from, no idea, but I enjoy it. Absolutely did. And we have 102 Dalmatians. Bad. 101 Dalmatians. Meh. I grew up watching these movies at daycare, and every time we put them on, I just did not enjoy them whatsoever. I have not watched these movies since I was probably a 7-year-old kid. Probably should go back and rewatch them, but I just remember not really enjoying them all that much. Then we have Alice in Wonderland. I believe this is where it all started, right? With the Disney live action remakes, it did $1 billion. Let's go on the amazing tier. I think Johnny Depp crushes it as the Mad Hatter. I love the exploration of Wonderland. And Tim Burton, it's either a miss or he's a hit. And for me, a lot of times he is a miss, but he really captured me and sucked me in with Alice in Wonderland. I remember the exact theater I went to was in San Francisco called the Van Ness Theater. It was 14 stories, how you got an elevator to go to each floor to see what theater you were at. Went with my entire family, and we all really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was badass. And the end action scene, again, where did that come from? No idea. But down with the Bloody Red Queen. I enjoyed it. Then we have Mulan. Mulan was just bad. I'm going to put it in the bad tier. And I love the original Mulan, so coming into this one, I was so excited for it. And it was one of the most disappointing, worst movies I've seen. I believe it came out in 2020, and man, it was not a fan. Then we have the Cinderella. Gonna go in the okay tier. Cinderella is it's just slow. It's just a little bit too slow for me, but the visuals, a majority of these movies are really, really done well. I mean, when the pumpkin turns into a carriage and her dress comes out, it's all done so beautifully. We've seen the Cinderella story told countless of times. That's why I think this one's a little bit tainted. I think it captures the original magic from the original Cinderella. I love Cinderella, one of my favorite Disney princesses, and Richard Madden kills it as Prince Charming. Just in the okay tier. Not one I go back and rewatch all that often because it's a little bit too slow for me. And we have Beauty and the Beast. going in the amazing tier. I would say of all the live action remakes, Beauty and the Beast is my favorite, and nothing's going to change that. I remember seeing this in 2017, so excited, because I love the original Beauty and the Beast. I love Gaston, my favorite Disney villain. Belle, my favorite Disney princess. I love Le Fou. I love Lumiere, one of my favorite Disney sidekicks. This movie has a lot of favorites for me. I love this tale. I love the music. Tale as old as time. Sorry for that. But Beauty and the Beast is absolutely amazing. Every time I watch it, I get chills. It brings a tear to my eye. And a song they added toward the end of the film, Evermore. I can sing every word of that song. I won't do it here, but I really, really enjoy it. Then we have Lady and the Tramp. Gonna go into Mets here as well. This one just dropped over on Disney Plus. It didn't seem like they really cared about it too much. So yeah, Disney Plus. There you go. Dumbo. If there was a tier worse than bad, it would go there. Dumbo's bad, and Dumbo's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Tim Burton, like I said, he works for you or he doesn't, and he did not work for me at all with this film. When Dumbo's flying around, flapping his ears, it's magical, man. It's inspiring. It captures you. You're so excited. But when it focuses on the human characters, which it does for 90% of the film, you just want to turn the movie off or leave. Michael Keaton has one of the worst accents. The little girl who's the forefront of this film is very unlikable, and the entire movie was just bad. Then we have Aladdin. I'm putting Aladdin in the great tier. I used to really, really love Aladdin a lot because I love the original Aladdin. But when I go back to watch this one, I'm like, I think I would rather watch the original Aladdin. One of my favorite Disney movies ever. The magic carpet, Will Smith as the genie, it all really works. Jafar is the weakest part of this film. He's one of the best Disney villains of all time. And for him to be done just terribly in the Aladdin movie kind of broke my heart a little bit. It's great. I enjoyed it. A couple reasons why it went down a little bit, but still great. It's still great. Then to finish this list off, we have Christopher Robin. It's gonna go in the okay tier. This one keeps going up every time I do these live action remakes tier lists. My fiance absolutely loves this movie. She saw it like 4 times in theaters, and she like cried the first time we saw it. It hits the nostalgia factors of Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore, my favorite of like this bunch. And Christopher Robin's all grown up, and he has to like go back to his childhood and like just remember to not take life so seriously. It has some really good messages and good moments. And when I said it like that, it sounded really good. A little bit slow. I enjoy it for the most part. It could go in the good tier, but I'm going to leave it in the okay tier for this round. Let me know your ranking of all of the Disney live action remakes down below in the comment section. You can include a couple more that I didn't include. I went with the list that was online. These are all of them that were online. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe button. Come back later this week for much more content. I'm excited for all of it. See you guys in the next one.